Transformers has always been part of my childhood growing up. Ever since I was in kindergarten, I have loved the Transformers movies. Every single one of them, even The Last Knight and Age of Extinction. I also used to watch the animated Transformers when I was a wee lad. I remember asking my dad to buy the Bumblebee Transformers Revenge of the Fallen 2-disc set. This is what the case looked like, not joking, and my 6-year-old self was blown away by it. I remember watching Optimus Prime and him introducing himself to Shia LaBeouf's Sam Witwicky, while the awesome score composed by Steve Jablonsky plays amicably in the background. I remember Optimus Prime's and Megatron's fight for the Allspark. I remember vividly seeing Optimus Prime die and then come back in a glorious fashion. The point is, these movies have a special place in my heart. Yes, even those two. So when I heard that they were making a 7th Transformers movie, I was pretty excited. I couldn't wait to see Marky Mark ride once again, until I saw the trailer, and I was a bit worried. Okay, I know how this might sound, but I like the last 3 Transformers movies.
You need to leave!
Yeah, I said it. Age of Extinction, The Last Knight, and Bumblebee. I like every single Transformers film. Now, of course, every film has its flaws. Bumblebee, feeling like a true Transformers movie. I went into Rise of the Beasts with an open mind. Just saying this now, that there will be major spoilers in this video for Transformers Rise of the Beasts. So, this movie chronologically takes place in between Bumblebee and the first Transformers film. But I didn't know that. So when the movie opens up with the shot of New York City and the Twin Towers are still up, to put it mildly, I thought I was tripping. I literally turned to mi hermana and I said, did I just see the Twin Towers? This film, I guess, did tell you what year it's in, but I never caught on that the year is actually in 1994. So I was very confused. And I guess you're just supposed to infer, because I thought that was the movie's way of telling us that this is in a different universe and 9/11 never happened. Yeah, I don't know either, man. Anyways, other than that specific point in the film, I was able to follow along mostly without any trouble. We are introduced to yet again another new protagonist by the name of Noah, a Puerto Rican U.S. Army veteran who's good with technology. He was even able to make walkie-talkies that have a range that I didn't even know was possible. I do kind of wish they expanded on that just a bit, because it was a bit jarring when he's talking to his little brother from Peru all the way to New York City, and especially now with the knowledge that this apparently takes place in 1994. But Noah is a fun and exciting new character. I really like the way he was written. You never really feel like the writers are trying too hard for you to like him. Along with another new character that they introduced into this film, Elena. She's pretty intelligent, but she's not perfect. She plays to her strengths and definitely has weaknesses that do play a role in this film. Her and Noah's friendship feels like it has the potential to be something much more, but that's as far as the main integral characters go for humans. The Transformers themselves are pretty great too, offering plenty of personality and depth. Oh, yeah. Optimus Prime is back, baby. So is Bumblebee. And we're also introduced to a new Transformer, an Autobot named Mirage. Mirage is voiced by Pete Davidson, and he does okay for the most part, but I couldn't help but get a little annoyed by him at times. RC is another classic Transformer that was brought into this movie. The villains of this film are pretty good too. They seem menacing and actually put up a good fight against the Optimus Prime gang. So far as Scourge killing Bumblebee, which was an emotional moment for me in my theater for sure. Not even joking. Everybody was crying out for Bumblebee during his execution. The Unicrons are a formidable adversary for our main group. The Optimus Primal and the Maximals were cool, and I like how different they felt, and watching them transform near the end was freaking sick. It had my little monkey brain going crazy. There wasn't much in terms of development for the Maximals. Cheetor and Rhinox have like maybe 3 lines of dialogue in the entire film. They were still pretty cool visually. The plot of this film was pretty standard Transformers plotline. The world is in danger, and the Autobots and Maximals have to work together before the Unicrons destroy it. Pretty light. If you're going to see this movie for the plot, then I have to say that you're going to see it for the wrong reason. I mean, the plot's not bad, it's just pretty normal for a Transformers film. If anything, I went to see my boy Optimus kick some Decepticon. Only there's no Decepticons. Only Unicrons, which isn't bad because he still whoops them too by the end. Optimus is still great, but his final speech doesn't come anywhere close to his speech in 2007 with Linkin Park. If I had to grade his final speech, I'd say that it's just pretty mid, 5 out of 10. I heard FilmSpeak say this, but Michael Bay is kind of missed in this one. I do miss the over-the-top explosions and the gritty look that he brought to these movies. I also was low-key missing the old Transformers art style. No, not that one. This one. But I think that's just the nostalgia in me. Optimus does have some decent development when we start the film. When we start the film, he's cold and he doesn't trust humans that much, which makes a little bit of sense, but because I thought this movie was in the future, I was a little bit confused. But now that I understand that that's not the case, it makes Noah saving Optimus at the end that much better. Well, his attempt at saving him. Noah even gets an Iron Man-like armor from Mirage, but it's a bit confusing as to how he can just give himself to Noah and him being able to just use him as Iron Man armor. I'm not sure the writers even know, but I think they just chalk it up as to,
it's from space, so it just can.
I've always found that way of writing pretty lazy, but whatever. At least it's still a pretty cool moment in the movie. The ending is kind of weird. So at the end, Noah goes for a job interview. The employer alludes to having knowledge that he saved the world. Then, in a shield-like manner, he opens a secret door that leads to what looks like an air hangar / underground garage. The business card that Noah picks up says G.I. Joe. So I'm pretty sure they're hinting at an entire universe that's going to be built upon, and there's going to be an interconnecting movies and shows that will lead up to an endgame-like finale. And all I have to say is thank you, Marvel. I'm sure this will play out great. Regardless of all that, this movie wasn't bad, and for the most part, it can actually be quite a bit of fun. This movie ain't winning any Academy Awards or anything, but I still think you should go and watch it because it ain't bad. All right, folks, that's all I've got for you today. Remember to follow the Lord, stay safe, protect your energy, and without further ado, peace!